South Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Carr now on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. John Brown. 41 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Mostert. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Third down.
50 down. 53. Check 50. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Purdue. Check 99. Check 99. Undercrush. 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 Pilot. 64. Weak.
On third down, here's Cannon. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now they'll throw with Carr. This will be caught by Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What now?
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and 13.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jarrell Casey never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Throwing is Murray on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Ready. The mark, boys. 56. Check 56. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Switch.
On first down, Henry. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now Mostert. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Carr now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Center 9. Crouch. Topper.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Throwing his Carr on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw, it's Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down now, it's Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw on third down, Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Or I guess they got his man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
29.
Shotgun now for Carr. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
93. Get down.
Here's Carr to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Ready. 50 seconds to Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check.
They'll run on first down. Henry. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Patriot first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Buying time to his left. He finds his target, John Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Carr now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Carr. Man open left side is Brown. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
OP. What we got?
Carr now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
They begin with Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Eluding the pressure right and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check.
On 3rd down, Miller. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, Oftentimes, guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Derrick Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Murray throwing on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Hassan Reddick charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Murray going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Murray with a 3rd and long. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw his car. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Murray now. And this is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Not laying back defensively. They blitzed right there first play in OT.
The game's changed a bit, hasn't it? I'm telling you, when we were kids, most of the time you'd lay back, not necessarily prevent defense, but you'd want everything in front of you and hope that the offense made a mistake. Now people aren't counting on that. They're going after them and being aggressive. Of course, if they pick up your blitz, it could be a big play for the offense.
Here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. And complete. 20, 10, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Pats, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my